Oh, hello there. This is my old lily pond, all filled up with junk and dirt. You see this big Fahoya tree right here dropped all his leaves right in. So I've recently chopped down most of this big branch so it's not so covered by the tree. And we're gonna go ahead and start rebuilding it. I gotta take out all of these dead leaves. There's some rocks in there. Let's get started. Couple of palm trees trying to make their way in there. Now, if you've got a pond and it ever dries out, all this stuff is beautiful black gold. Put this on your plants. Don't throw it away. This is like the nature's greatest fertilizer. But there is a lot. Oh, and there's still a little layer of water down at the bottom. This is going to be one messy job. Alright, so I've bucketed out most of the scum in the bottom and all the dead leaves. That beautiful, beautiful fertilizer for our plants. And now the next step, I am going to hose off the sides. We're going to make a couple of small puddles. As you can see, this old pond has 2 wells for plantings. So we're going to spray off all the sides and fill up the wells with dirt and muck. Should leave the sides all nice and clean. And then we're going to use the pump and suck all that out and shoot it away. We do this a couple of times. Should be nice and clean. We get all the extra stuff right out of there, ready for a new life. All right, so I have hosed it out and used a pump to suck out just about everything I can. You're never gonna get it completely clean if it's this kind of old pond and it's got folds in the plastic. But hey, you can do a pretty good job. Now, there's a couple puddles at the bottom I can't scoop out. My pump won't suck them up, so I'm gonna use this old shop vac. We're gonna just finish out this bottom part, clean it all out. Off it goes. So I'm gonna finish just getting the last millimeters of water out. We're gonna let it dry out and we're gonna fill it up and put nice plants and fish in it on another day. Alright, so it's been a few days. The pond is all dried up. First thing I'm gonna do before we fill it is put my pump back on. Now I've got a tube that's going to make a nice fountain right here in the center. So I've cleaned the filter out of the pump and I'm just screwing it right back on. We're going to get it in its place. Now in the meantime, since we've cleaned it out, there's been a few leaves and twigs that have fallen in. That's okay. One of 2 things is going to happen. Either they're going to float to the top, we can skim them right off, or they're going to sink to the bottom and they're going to stay there for another couple years until I muck it out again. Either one is fine. So I've got my pump down there. We're sort of gonna just do a little easy cord tucking in right now. Once it's filled up with water, it's a lot less easy to see the cord. Just kind of bring it around the side for now. And when it's filled, we'll hide it a little better. Okay, there we go. We're gonna start the filling process. That's going to take a while. There she goes.
This little pot works as a fountain in the middle of the pond, so I'm gonna try and clean it up the best I can.
Oh, that's doing nothing. Well, it'll work if I do it a lot. Here we go, all filled up for now. We got a couple floaters on top, but we'll skim it out. I skimmed out some of the big leaves. So she's all filled. Next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna put back in this little pot. He works as a fountain. Now I've got my spout here, and it fits almost perfectly in the hole at the bottom. There's a little leakage, but that's okay. It just goes right back into the pond. So there we go. That guy's gonna be there. I scrubbed him up as best I could, but you'll never get rid of all that calcium unless you use heavy chemicals, that kind of thing. And that's okay. When he gets wet, it's much harder to see. Now I'm gonna put a couple of rocks in the bottom. Sort of works as a bit of a filter. So I'm gonna do that, and then we're gonna turn it on and see how it works. Cool, huh? All right, we're gonna plug it in. Got just a few rocks in the bottom. I might fill it up a bit more as we go. Let's see if she works. There it goes. Now as it fills up, we can see how level it is. And then we'll use a couple rocks or sticks to kind of level it off and make sure the top is all symmetrical. But for now, I'm gonna see how it looks. There we go. Fountain is running. So I've just got some tiny pebbles. We're kind of gonna stick them under there so it sort of comes out all sides at once. A little bit over here. That's pretty good. All right. Now for now, in our new pond, we're gonna put a couple of water hyacinths in, just for now to kind of filter the water. If you leave them in, they're gonna take the whole thing over. So I'm gonna pull some from this old pond I've got here in the back, and we're gonna put them up there. They're also gonna help to clean out the chlorine and that kind of stuff from the water. So we'll put these in for a bit. We'll just take them right over there. Drip, drip, drip. All right, we're gonna put them on this side. Now those are also gonna help purify the water because we're gonna give it about 24 hours before we put fish in, so all the chlorine and stuff can cycle out. This fountain's gonna help, that water hyacinth's gonna help. So I've got a loose water lily. We're gonna pot them up and put them in the bottom of the new pond. Right here. Here we go. So when you pot up your water lily, you just put it in dirt, regular garden dirt. You don't need to use any soil. And be particular, you don't use things like pumice, vermiculite. They'll float right to the surface of your pond. So I'm gonna fill this up. We're gonna put it down in the bottom. Oh, look, comes with a snail. All right, we've got this guy all potted up. Oh, he's pretty heavy. He's gonna be tough to get all the way down there. Just fill him up. You can see him bubbling out. And 1, 2, 3. Water lily. Hey there, I got a couple of bags of fish. We got some goldfish and some mosquito fish. So we're gonna put them in the water, in the bag, to let it kind of come to temperature. You can shock the fish if you change the temperature on them really quick. So we're gonna do this, let them hang out for about 10-15 minutes and then put them in the pond. We'll be all set. All right, time to let our little friends go. First, the mosquito fish. And these will do a great job at eating any mosquito larvae that get in the pond. And we're just going to put them in with all the water. There they go. There we go. There we go. Good luck, fellas.
Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.